What's up, guys and girls? YouTube Sailingman here, and first off, I want to say my little girl got home Friday night from the hospital. She's doing a lot better. Had the night got what she had. I'm getting better now. So I've been pretty much sick and getting one thing, get another one. So, but I did a few videos on prepping, and I get a lot of people who laugh. Well, not a lot, just a few. But if you get one comment, and then it probably stands for 10 or 20 comments. You know what I mean? So when one person says one thing, so many people believe. And that's cool if you believe that, but I don't really figure myself, I know wear the helmet and all, but I don't really figure myself as a stupid person when it comes to this, because there's really a lot of thought put into it. You have to think that there is 7 billion people in this world. That is 7 billion people that eats, shits, and drinks. Each person needs resources to live. Lights, power, shelter, all that. And that number is getting bigger and bigger. And the pollution, you name it, all that. Everybody needs water, food, and we're losing places. We're not farming as many places. We're expanding out. I mean, here in America, we only got about 350 million. But 7 billion people in this world. I don't even know much in South Carolina. We're a few million in the whole state of South Carolina. And I still go in traffic. But that's a lot of people. A lot of people need to feed and drink. And the food situation, right now they're modifying the food to feed everyone on these. I mean, if you see the way they got corn, man, they've got it. They modify it so much to get it to grow. So they can always mess up. They can do something by accident to mess the food supply up. Water. A lot of people with water, they're towing water behind these barges and big bags. I mean, they're making desert lands as farmlands. I mean, you never know. So I thought I'd think of a few things that could happen. Because once, if you can't feed everybody, let's say something happens, atmosphere, sun, comet, whatever that happens, or fungus or something that happens and messes up your food supply by half, what will happen? You know, you can't feed everybody. Who gets the food? You know, that's the reason. The biggest figure I have is starvation. That's why I prep. It's not EMP. That's not a fear of mine. I mean, when I think about it, because I've been trucking, I know how quickly we can run out. And when people are running low, they ain't going to say, because here in the South, we don't really get snow, but whenever they say snow, all the bread and milk are gone immediately. We had, a couple years ago, something happened, and we had a fuel shortage on fuel. They made an announcement on the news. Don't just do what you normally do. What did everybody do? Everybody ran to the station and pumped them dry. And it was like a couple of weeks we couldn't get fuel. I mean gas. It was some hurricanes or something. So that's the reason. Let's think of another reason. Plague. We are in a global. I can get on a plane now and be across the world in 24 hours. Plagues. I mean, there's a lot of people eating, drinking, and shitting. Something could pop out of them, you know, and then it'll be everywhere. So if there was a plague or something out there, could you stay at home until it blew over? If they say there's some crazy stand, like, you know, something like on the Booker stand, or you name it, bubonic plague. Bubonic plague, I think half. Black Death, I think half of everybody died at that time. Half, and it might be more than that. The rich people went out in the woods and hid, because they had estates and everything, but the poor people couldn't do anything. Could you stay at home and eat, drink, and not have to be around nobody? I can. What else is another one that could happen? The government. I mean, you have to think, as Americans, maybe half the world hates us. It ain't nothing we did. I mean, not all of us did. I mean, because they hate the government. It's like, you can say, well, it ain't me. I didn't do anything. But But when another country does something stupid or says something stupid, we blame the whole damn country. So they're going to do the exact same to us. And you always got to remember that technology has not. I mean, we're not done with technology. There's some great people that come around this world every now and then. You get your Teslas, you get your Einsteins, you get your Da Vinci's. Every now and then a person gets put on this world with such intellect on a subject that can change. It makes a game changer. And what happens if somebody like that gets born in a country that hates us? What could that person like that do to us? Or create? Or just, and there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that could happen. I mean, the sun. We're going through space and the universe. We don't know nothing about the universe. I mean, scientists like to believe they do, but they don't. Even Stephen Hawking said we should put our eggs in different baskets and start putting people on other planets in the moon in case something globally happens. But, like, I can tell you now, scientists don't know everything about space. They think they do, but we're soaring through it. We're just a speck in this great thing. God knows what could happen and what's out there to get us. I mean, they can't even explain gravity. They can measure it, quantify it, but they cannot explain it, what it is. So, and that's just a few things. So, there's too many people, and too much. I mean, when is it going to end? I mean, we're going to have 9 billion, 10 billion people. We all need houses. We all need heat. We all need wood for. I mean, this, you name it. I mean, coal, all that stuff. We're just going to. I mean, there's endless supply. None of that stuff will ever run dry. Food, places to grow it. I believe eventually there's a breaking point. So that's why I prep. It's like if there is ever a thinning of the herd, I don't have to. It's like when there's a bear there and there's me and another guy. I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to outrun him. You know what I mean? So I don't have to, you just have to be the one that lasts longest. Then it'll even out. So, I don't know. That's all. I got some more. But if you really think about it, that's a lot of stuff out there that could happen. And there's so many people in this world. I mean, think of illnesses alone. I've been sick like 7 times this year. I mean, since last thing. I mean, 7 times in 1 year. I mean, I used to only get sick once a year, if that. I mean, I'm sick all the time now. I'm catching everything. I'm telling you, there's more flus and everything else. And just let a big, what was it, 1918 or whenever they had that killer flu? And another thing, the government will lie to you. If there's something happening, they're not going to come out and tell you. No, the government's the biggest preppers in the world. They've got underground stuff for days. They can last. If something was going to happen, they're not telling you because they want to keep the peace. They want order. They don't want everybody to start losing their mind. So they'll go fly and get on an underground base, and then right before it happens, they say y'all should take care of each other. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Your government will live on. Shit, I don't give a damn about y'all. Care about me. So. Yeah, there's plenty to come to. A lot of stuff could happen. It's too much, And when there's ever not enough, that's when you got to worry. All right, be good.